I'm recording now. You don't need to do any intro or anything, but just tell me, how do you approach whole grain as flour? Because it is different.
As flour. You mean in comparison to white flour?
In comparison to white flour.
Okay. Well, as I had mentioned, it's been probably 10 years since I've taken a serious go at white flour. So I could maybe speak more to how I approach whole grain flour in general. And with whole grains, you get the full picture. You get the full person. Because I feel like it's a relationship thing. When you're mixing and making bread, it is a relationship. It's about give and take. It's about noticing details and responding to them and reactions. So when it's whole grain, you're going to have a whole lot more personality, character. You have to pay more attention. I feel like white flour, you're dealing with the structure. You're dealing with kind of a robot at that point. It's got everything that's functional about wheat in it, right? But it doesn't have the personality. It doesn't have the sass or the affection or it doesn't have those same nuances that you're gonna notice when you're baking with whole grains. Aromas, and does it want this much water? I mean, white flour is still gonna have its own needs, and anyone who bakes with it is still a fine baker and is going to have to employ their baking skills to the fullest. But whole grain is that's personality. That's where you can tell the variety, the unique flavors, the unique aromas. It's much more difficult. The fermentation's going to be wild. It's going to be thirsty. It to me becomes a much more of a living being.
Cool. That's great.